In Luxor, on the east bank of the Nile, stands the Karnak Temple Complex, the largest ancient religious site on Earth. For over 2,000 years, pharaohs and priests expanded this sacred city of temples, chapels and obelisks, all dedicated to the Theban triad Amun-Re, Mut and Khonsu. Entering Karnak is stepping into a world shaped by devotion and ambition. At its core lies the Great Hypostyle Hall, an architectural marvel that feels built for giants. Imagine leaving the blazing sun for a forest of stone columns, their sheer size humbling all who enter. Sunlight filters from above, illuminating intricate carvings, pharaohs making offerings, scenes of battle and sacred rituals etched with astonishing skill. The hall's design evokes the primeval swamp of creation, with columns like papyrus stalks rising toward a star-painted ceiling. To walk here is to journey through creation itself, connecting the mortal and divine. The Great Hypostyle Hall's story is woven into the rise of Egypt's new kingdom, a time of power and architectural ambition. Construction began around 1290 BC under Seti I, though earlier rulers may have laid its foundations. Such projects spanned generations. Seti started the hall, but his son, Ramses II, completed most of the columns and decorations. Ramses II's cartouches and reliefs dominate the southern half, while later pharaohs added their own marks. The hall's layered history reflects Egypt's enduring devotion to Amun-Re and the temple's central role in state and religion. Building the hall was a slow, deliberate act, mirroring the lasting importance of Karnak itself. Seti I, a powerful restorer of Egypt's glory, envisioned the Great Hypostyle Hall as a processional way to honour Amun-Re. After Seti's death, Ramses II, one of history's most prolific builders, completed the hall, filling it with reliefs of his victories and devotion. In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh was credited as the architect, though skilled officials and priests managed the work. The hall's reliefs reveal the transition between Seti's refined, deeply cut carvings and Ramesses' faster, dramatic sunk reliefs. This succession is visible in the art. Seti's work is delicate and detailed. Ramesses' is bold and expansive. The hall stands as a testament to their ambition and the evolving artistry of their reigns. Each pharaoh's additions reinforced their divine authority and left a lasting mark on Karnak's legacy. The result is a monument that embodies both continuity and change in Egypt's golden age. The Great Hypostyle Hall's genius lies in its scale and manipulation of space and light. Spanning over 5,000 square meters, it contains 134 colossal columns in 16 rows, creating a stone forest that dwarfs visitors. The central nave, flanked by 2 rows of 12 towering columns with open papyrus capitals, soars to 21 meters. The remaining 122 columns, shorter and capped with closed buds, line the side aisles. This height difference allowed for clerestory windows, stone grilles that let sunlight pierce the gloom, spotlighting the processional path. Light and shadow were used to focus attention and evoke mystery, enhancing the hall's sanctity. Massive sandstone blocks were transported by river and raised with earthen ramps, a feat of ancient engineering. As construction advanced, ramps were raised, stones set, and artists followed to carve and paint the exposed surfaces. The hall's design was both practical and symbolic, representing the cosmos and the journey from chaos to order. Every architectural choice reinforced the connection between the pharaoh, the gods, and the universe. The result is a space that inspires awe and reverence even millennia later. Karnak was Egypt's religious capital, the earthly seat of Amun-Re, whose power was tied to the pharaoh's own. Known as the most select of places, It was seen as the world's point of creation. The temple complex wielded immense economic and political power, employing thousands and rivaling the pharaoh in influence. The Great Hypostyle Hall served as a grand processional entrance to Amun's inner sanctum, a threshold between the public and the sacred. During festivals, the pharaoh and priests led processions through the illuminated nave, while commoners glimpsed the rites from the shadowy aisles. Every relief reinforces the pharaoh's role as divine intermediary, making offerings and receiving power from Amun-Re. The hall was both a spiritual centre and a monumental statement of royal legitimacy. Its carvings immortalised the sacred bond between king and god, ensuring order and prosperity. The hall's walls and columns are a visual library, chronicling Egypt's history and theology in stone. Reliefs depict Seti I's and Ramses II's military triumphs, chariots, captives, and the legendary Battle of Kadesh, serving as royal propaganda. Inside, religious scenes show pharaohs making offerings to Amun-Re, Mut, Khonsu, and other gods, repeated in rhythmic patterns. Hieroglyphic texts record titles, prayers, and even the world's earliest known peace treaty between Ramesses and the Hittites. These carvings document not just events, but the sacred duties of kingship, ensuring divine favour for eternity. The hall's inscriptions are a treasure trove for Egyptologists, revealing the rituals, politics, and diplomacy of the new kingdom. Every surface tells a story of war, worship, and the eternal quest for order. The hall's art is both a record and a ritual, perpetually enacting Egypt's cosmic drama. For millennia, the Great Hypostyle Hall stood resilient, but in 1899, disaster struck. 11 massive columns on the northern side collapsed, their fall echoing across Karnak. The culprit centuries of Nile floods had weakened the sandstone foundations, while salt crystals from groundwater slowly crumbled the stone. A particularly high flood finally tipped the balance, toppling the columns. The collapse was a tragedy, but it sparked a new era of conservation. French engineer Georges Legrand led a pioneering restoration, numbering each fragment and rebuilding the columns on reinforced foundations. This meticulous work saved the hall and set standards for modern archaeological preservation. The restoration revealed the hall's vulnerabilities and its enduring strength. Today the hall stands as both a marvel of ancient engineering and a triumph of modern conservation. The hall holds secrets beyond its grandeur. Traces of ancient artists' red and black paint, revealing the creative process behind the carvings. Later graffiti, from Coptic crosses to 19th century travellers' names, tells of the hall's afterlife as a place of worship and wonder. The hall's alignment and clerestory windows allowed sunlight to mark solstices, integrating architecture with astronomy and ritual. During restoration, engineers discovered recycled blocks from Akhenaten's dismantled temples, hidden within the hall's walls. These Talatat blocks offered rare glimpses into a lost era, showing how history was both preserved and erased. The hall's stones are a palimpsest, layered with stories from pharaohs, priests, and pilgrims across millennia. Every detail, from ancient drafts to modern graffiti, adds depth to its legacy. The hall is not just a monument, but a living record of Egypt's evolving identity. The Great Hypostyle Hall's influence reaches far beyond Egypt, inspiring artists, architects, and scholars worldwide. Its scale and mystery fueled Egyptomania in the West, shaping art, literature, and even opera. For Egyptologists, the hall is a primary source, its reliefs and inscriptions unlocking the secrets of the new kingdom. For Egyptians, it is a symbol of national pride and a vital link to their ancient heritage. The hall draws visitors from around the globe, each seeking to experience its awe and connect with history. In 1979, Karnak was named a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognizing its universal value. The hall's preservation is a shared responsibility, ensuring its wonders endure for future generations. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith, creativity, and human ambition. To walk through the Great Hypostyle Hall today is to touch a past that spans more than 3,000 years. The columns still stand, silent witnesses to the rise and fall of civilizations and the turning of the stars. The hall is an experience, cool shadows, towering columns and shafts of light animating ancient reliefs. It inspires wonder, contemplation and a sense of connection to humanity's creative spirit. Architecturally, it pushed the limits of stone. Religiously, it was the heart of Egypt's greatest sanctuary. The hall chronicles the ambition of pharaohs and the artistry of their people. As we leave, its scale and silence linger, reminding us of the depth of time and the legacy of human achievement. The Great Hypostyle Hall is not just a relic. It is a living monument, still teaching and inspiring. It is and will remain one of the world's true wonders. Its story is our story, a testament to what humanity can dream and build. But even after centuries of study, the Great Hypostyle Hall continues to surprise us. Recent research has revealed secrets long hidden in plain sight. Laser scanning and digital mapping have uncovered faint inscriptions and graffiti, some carved by priests, others by ancient tourists, each leaving their mark on history. Archaeologists have discovered traces of vibrant pigments, suggesting the hall was once awash in brilliant colour, its columns painted in reds, blues and golds that would have dazzled any visitor. Beneath the massive floor stones, ground-penetrating radar has hinted at hidden chambers and forgotten foundations, sparking new theories about the hall's earliest phases. Some scholars now believe that the orientation of its columns aligns with celestial events, turning the hall into a vast astronomical calendar that marked the passage of seasons and sacred festivals. And while the hall was built for the gods, it also became a living canvas for generations of Egyptians, each era adding its own chapter, from pharaohs to commoners. Even today, conservationists and historians work in its shadow, piecing together lost stories and preserving its grandeur for the future. The Great Hypostyle Hall is more than stone and legend. It is a place where ancient mysteries meet modern discovery, where every column still has a story to tell if you know where to look. As we journey deeper into the story of the Great Hypostyle Hall, new wonders continue to emerge, reminding us that this ancient marvel still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Did you know that some of the colossal columns are inscribed with the names of pharaohs whose reigns lasted only months, yet their marks endure for millennia? Or that the hall's acoustics were deliberately engineered, amplifying chants and prayers so they resonated like the voice of the gods themselves? Recent studies using ultraviolet light have revealed ghostly images of ancient art, invisible to the naked eye. These hidden scenes suggest that the hall was once a vibrant theatre for rituals, processions, and even political ceremonies that shaped the destiny of Egypt. Archaeologists have also uncovered small artifacts, amulets offering vessels and fragments of jewellery lost beneath the flagstones, each object a silent witness to the lives of priests and pilgrims who once filled these spaces. Perhaps most astonishing, satellite imagery has traced the ancient Nile's shifting path, revealing how the river once flowed closer to Karnak. This proximity may have been crucial, allowing stone blocks weighing dozens of tons to be transported directly to the temple's heart, an engineering feat that still inspires awe. The Great Hypostyle Hall is not just a relic of the past. It is a living laboratory for discovery. With every new technology and every fresh perspective, we peel back another layer of its story, reminding us that history is never truly finished, and the greatest wonders may still be waiting just beneath the surface. Gold, a symbol of power, purity, and eternal life. Since time immemorial, it has captivated civilizations across the globe. From the sun-drenched sands of ancient Egypt to the bustling cities of today, gold has held an irresistible fascination. Its brilliance and rarity have made it the ultimate symbol of wealth and prestige. For the ancient Egyptians, gold was deeply intertwined with their beliefs, rituals, and their very perception of the cosmos. In the land of pharaohs, where the scorching sun beat down upon the fertile banks of the Nile, gold flowed like the lifeblood of a mighty civilization. From the towering pyramids to the humblest amulets, gold was omnipresent, a testament to Egypt's enduring legacy. Join us now as we embark on a captivating journey through time. Our journey begins in the mines where the quest for this precious metal shaped the destiny of a nation. The ancient Egyptians believed that gold was no mere earthly element. It was a celestial gift born from the very tears of Ra, the sun god. As Ra wept tears of joy, they fell to the earth, transforming into shimmering nuggets of gold. This divine origin imbued gold with a sacred aura, elevating it above all other metals. It became synonymous with the sun's radiance, its life-giving warmth, and its association with royalty and power. To obtain this divine metal, the ancient Egyptians embarked on arduous expeditions to remote corners of their empire. From the Nubian desert in the south to the Sinai Peninsula in the east, they established vast mining operations driven by an insatiable thirst for the precious metal. Miners, often prisoners of war or labourers conscripted into service, toiled in stifling heat and cramped conditions. Using rudimentary tools of copper and stone, they chipped away at the hard rock, following veins of gold deep into the earth. The extracted ore, a mixture of rock and precious metal, was then transported, often on the backs of donkeys or by boat along the Nile, to smelting centres. There, skilled craftsmen employed ingenious techniques to separate the gold from its impurities. Using furnaces fueled by charcoal, they heated the ore to extreme temperatures, melting the gold and allowing it to be collected. This arduous process yielded the precious metal that would adorn temples, tombs, and the bodies of pharaohs. Gold, in the eyes of the ancient Egyptians, transcended its material value. It was not merely a symbol of wealth or status, but a divine substance intrinsically linked to the very essence of their gods. They called it the flesh of the gods, a tangible manifestation of the celestial realm on earth. This belief permeated every aspect of their religious life, from the grand temples to the smallest amulets. The Egyptians saw a powerful connection between gold and the sun, the life-giving force of their world. Gold, with its radiant glow, seemed to embody the very essence of the sun's energy. Ra, the sun god, was often depicted with golden skin, his body emanating a warm, ethereal light. The pharaohs, considered to be divine intermediaries between the gods and the people, were also closely associated with gold. Their tombs were filled with golden treasures, their bodies adorned with golden masks and jewellery. Gold played a pivotal role in the Egyptians' elaborate burial rituals. Amulets crafted from gold, often depicting protective deities or sacred symbols, were placed within the tombs, their presence intended to ward off evil spirits and ensure a safe passage to the underworld. The Egyptians believed that the deceased needed to be adorned with gold in order to be recognized by the gods in the afterlife. This belief fueled the creation of exquisite funerary goods, from intricately crafted jewelry to elaborate sarcophagi, all lavishly adorned with gold. While gold held profound religious significance in ancient Egypt, its use extended far beyond temples and tombs. For the elite, gold was a ubiquitous symbol of their status, adorning everything from furniture and chariots to clothing and jewelry. Wealthy Egyptians adorned themselves with elaborate gold necklaces, rings and earrings, showcasing their prosperity and refined taste. Craftsmen transformed gold into exquisite objects, both grand and intimate. They mastered techniques like granulation, filigree and cloisonne, creating intricate designs that showcased their mastery over this precious metal. Even among the common people, gold held a special allure. Amulets made of gold, often depicting protective deities, were highly sought after for their perceived power to ward off evil and bring good fortune. The most lavish and awe-inspiring use of gold, however, was reserved for the gods themselves and the pharaohs who served as their earthly representatives. Temples dedicated to honoring the gods were adorned with staggering quantities of gold, transforming them into dazzling displays of wealth and devotion. Walls shimmered with gold leaf, statues of deities gleamed under the sun's rays, and even the most mundane objects like offering bowls and incense burners were often crafted from this precious metal. The Egyptians believed that by adorning their temples with gold, they were creating a fitting abode for the gods, a realm worthy of their divine presence. Pharaohs, considered to be living gods, were also inextricably linked to gold. Their tombs, elaborate structures designed to ensure their safe passage to the afterlife, were veritable treasure troves filled with unimaginable quantities of gold. The abundance of gold buried with pharaohs served multiple purposes. It was a potent symbol of their power and status, showcasing their wealth and divine right to rule even in death. Gold was believed to possess transformative properties, capable of elevating the pharaoh's spirit and facilitating their journey to the afterlife. Beyond its religious and symbolic importance, gold also played a vital role in the ancient Egyptian economy. It served as a form of currency, used to facilitate trade and pay taxes. The Egyptians controlled vast gold mines, primarily located in Nubia and the eastern desert. The allure of gold extended far beyond the borders of ancient Egypt. Its reputation as a precious and enduring metal spread throughout the ancient world, attracting merchants and traders from distant lands. Egypt, with its vast gold reserves and its strategic location at the crossroads of major trade routes, became a hub of international commerce. From the bustling ports of the Nile Delta to the desert oases that dotted the caravan routes, gold flowed in and out of Egypt, fueling a thriving economy. Merchants, their ships laden with goods from distant shores, arrived eager to exchange their wares for this highly sought-after metal. The Egyptians, in turn, sought luxury goods not available within their own borders, such as cedarwood from Lebanon, lapis lazuli from Afghanistan, and ebony and ivory from sub-Saharan Africa. The ancient Egyptians forged significant trade relationships with the land of Punt, located along the Red Sea or Horn of Africa. Punt was renowned for its exotic goods, including incense, ebony, ivory, and gold. Egyptians launched expeditions to Punt, braving treacherous seas. These expeditions were recorded on temple walls, showcasing their seafaring capabilities. Reliefs from Hatshepsut's temple depict ships laden with treasures from Punt. Trade with Punt was reciprocal. Egyptians offered gold, linen, papyrus, and manufactured goods in exchange. Gold, beyond its role as a commodity, also served as a powerful tool of diplomacy in ancient Egypt. Pharaohs, keen to maintain peaceful relations with their neighbours or to secure their borders from potential threats, often employed gold as a diplomatic gift. These gifts, presented with great ceremony and accompanied by lavish pronouncements of friendship and goodwill, served to strengthen alliances and deter aggression. The Egyptians also used gold to secure their access to vital resources, such as timber from the cedar forests of Lebanon or turquoise from the Sinai Peninsula. By offering generous payments in gold, the Egyptians ensured a steady supply of these essential materials, which were crucial for their construction projects, shipbuilding, and the creation of luxury goods. The flow of gold into and out of Egypt, driven by trade, diplomacy, and conquest, had a profound impact on the ancient world. While gold reigned supreme in ancient Egypt, other materials were equally prized for their beauty and rarity. Lapis lazuli, a deep blue stone, was especially valued for its intense colour and celestial associations. Mined in Afghanistan, it symbolized the heavens and the divine. The funerary mask of Tutankhamun showcases lapis lazuli alongside gold, symbolizing wealth and power. Turquoise, a vibrant blue-green mineral, was mined in the Sinai Peninsula and other arid regions. Its colour, reminiscent of water and vegetation, symbolized fertility, renewal and protection. Turquoise was used in amulets and jewellery for its perceived magical properties. Obsidian, a volcanic glass, symbolized both chaos and protection. Its sharp edges made it ideal for tools and weapons. Skilled artisans transformed these materials into exquisite objects. These stones enriched the artistic vocabulary of ancient Egypt. Journeying through ancient Egypt, we explore the golden legacy of a civilization that revered its beauty and power. Gold held a sacred place, embodying the sun's radiance and the god's immortality. From mines to workshops, artisans crafted objects of beauty and meaning. Gold adorned temples, tombs and bodies, symbolizing wealth and eternity. It played a vital role in the economy, facilitating trade and diplomacy. The allure of gold connected Egypt to distant civilizations, shaping history. The legacy of ancient Egypt's fascination with gold continues to resonate today. The dazzling artifacts recovered from their tombs, preserved for millennia by the dry desert climate, still captivate our imaginations, offering a glimpse into a civilization that valued beauty, craftsmanship, and the enduring power of this precious metal. As we marvel at the golden treasures of ancient Egypt, we are reminded of the enduring human fascination with this precious metal. Across cultures and throughout history, gold has symbolized wealth, power, beauty, and the divine. It has adorned our bodies, our places of worship, and our most prized possessions. The ancient Egyptians, with their profound reverence for gold, offer us a unique perspective on the enduring allure of this precious metal. They remind us that beyond its material value, gold holds a deeper significance, reflecting our aspirations for beauty, eternity, and a connection to something greater than ourselves. Giovanni Battista Belzoni was a man of extraordinary strength and even greater ambition. His life was a testament to the power of determination and the pursuit of one's passions. Born in Padua, Italy in 1778, he towered over most at 6 feet 7 inches tall. His imposing stature was matched only by his larger-than-life personality and unyielding drive. Belzoni's early life was a colourful tapestry of adventure and enterprise. From a young age, he was fascinated by the world around him and sought to make his mark in it. He trained as a monk but felt drawn to a different path. The monastic life, with its quiet contemplation, could not contain his restless spirit. Europe in the late 18th century was in turmoil. The continent was a hotbed of political upheaval and social change, providing a backdrop for Belzoni's own transformations. Belzoni travelled widely, reinventing himself as a strong man in a travelling circus. His performances were not just about brute strength, they were a showcase of his ingenuity and showmanship. He captivated audiences with feats of strength and hydraulic inventions. His innovative spirit led him to create devices that amazed and entertained people across Europe. Yet his curious mind craved more. The life of a performer, though thrilling, was not enough to satisfy his intellectual hunger. Fate intervened when Belzoni found himself in Egypt in 1815. The allure of the ancient land, with its rich history and enigmatic monuments, was irresistible to him. The land of the pharaohs, with its ancient mysteries, called to him. It was a place where he could combine his physical prowess with his intellectual curiosity. Little did he know he was about to embark on a journey that would change his life and the course of archaeology forever. His adventures in Egypt would lead to discoveries that would astonish the world. Belzoni's name would soon be synonymous with some of the most remarkable discoveries in Egyptian history. His legacy as a pioneering explorer and archaeologist would endure for generations to come. Egypt in the early 19th century was a land of opportunity for those with a thirst for discovery. Napoleon's expedition had rekindled Europe's fascination with ancient Egypt. The race was on to uncover its treasures. Belzoni, with his towering physique and unwavering determination, was perfectly suited for the task. He quickly became involved in the competitive world of antiquities hunting. He secured patronage from the British consul, Henry Salt, who recognized his potential. His first major assignment was to acquire a colossal bust of Ramses II. This 7-ton relic, known as Young Memnon, lay abandoned near the Ramesseum at Thebes. Transporting this behemoth seemed an impossible feat. Yet Belzoni, with his engineering skills and sheer willpower, was undeterred. Moving the 7-ton bust of Ramses II was a logistical nightmare, a challenge that tested the limits of early 19th century engineering and human endurance. The scorching desert heat, the lack of proper roads, and the sheer size of the statue presented formidable obstacles. The harsh environment was unforgiving, with temperatures soaring and the terrain offering no mercy. But Belzoni, with his characteristic ingenuity, devised a plan. His background as a circus strongman and engineer gave him unique insights into overcoming such monumental challenges. He assembled a team of hundreds of Egyptian labourers, each playing a crucial role in this Herculean task. They used palm tree trunks as rollers and levers to inch the massive bust forward. This method, though primitive, was effective in distributing the weight and making the statue movable. The operation took months of back-breaking work under the relentless Egyptian sun. The labourers toiled day and night, driven by the vision of completing this extraordinary task. Finally, against all odds, Belzoni succeeded in transporting the colossal bust to the Nile. This was a moment of triumph, a testament to human perseverance and ingenuity. From there it journeyed by boat to Alexandria and eventually to its final destination, the British Museum in London. The journey by water was no less challenging, requiring careful navigation and handling. This remarkable feat of engineering and determination cemented Belzoni's reputation as a legend in the field of archaeology. His success not only brought the bust to a global audience, but also highlighted the incredible achievements of ancient and modern engineering. Belzoni's exploits were far from over. His adventures in Egypt had only just begun, and he was determined to uncover more of its hidden treasures. In 1817, he set his sights on Nubia, a region in southern Egypt renowned for its ancient temples. This area, rich in history and mystery, called to him like a siren's song. His mission to locate and excavate the temple of Abu Simbel. This was no ordinary task. It was a quest that required both courage and ingenuity. This temple, carved into a sandstone cliff, was said to be buried beneath the desert sands. Legends spoke of its grandeur, hidden away for centuries. Guided by local stories and his own intuition, Belzoni found the temple's entrance, half submerged in sand. It was a moment of triumph, but the real work was just beginning. The task of clearing the entrance was monumental. The sheer volume of sand that had to be removed was staggering. Once again, Belzoni rallied a team of workers. These men, driven by the promise of discovery, worked under the scorching sun. They laboured tirelessly, removing tons of sand by hand. Each shovelful brought them closer to unveiling the ancient marvel. Finally, the entrance to the temple, adorned with colossal statues of Ramses II, was revealed. These statues, standing guard for millennia, were a sight to behold. Belzoni's discovery of Abu Simbel was a sensation. News of the find spread quickly, capturing the imagination of people around the world. It offered the world a glimpse into the grandeur and power of the ancient Egyptian civilization. The Temple of Abu Simbel became a symbol of the enduring legacy of Egypt's past. Belzoni's most celebrated discovery, however, awaited him in the Valley of the Kings. In 1817, he stumbled upon a hidden tomb. It belonged to Seti I, father of Ramses II. The tomb, untouched for millennia, was a treasure trove of ancient art and history. Its walls were adorned with vibrant paintings depicting scenes from Egyptian mythology. The colours were as fresh as the day they were painted. Belzoni meticulously documented his findings. He created detailed drawings and took plaster casts of the tomb's decorations. He understood the importance of preserving this fragile record of the past. His work in the tomb of Seti I set a new standard for archaeological documentation. Belzoni's thirst for knowledge led him to explore the most iconic monuments of Egypt, the pyramids of Giza. In 1818, he turned his attention to the Pyramid of Khafra. This pyramid, the second largest at Giza, had never been successfully explored. Undeterred by the dangers and difficulties, Belzoni discovered a hidden passage. He bravely entered the pyramid's depths. After weeks of painstaking effort, he reached the burial chamber. The chamber, however, was empty. It had been looted in antiquity. Despite the disappointment, Belzoni's achievement was remarkable. He was the first person in centuries to penetrate the secrets of Khafra's pyramid. Belzoni's adventures were not confined to Egypt. He explored the ancient city of Thebes, searching for the lost oasis of Siwa. He ventured into the heart of the Sahara Desert. He braved treacherous journeys and faced countless dangers, all in the name of exploration and discovery. His travels took him beyond Egypt to the Red Sea and even across the Atlantic to the Americas. Belzoni's life was a testament to the power of human curiosity and the allure of the unknown. His explorations, documented in his journals and drawings, provided invaluable insights into the geography, history and cultures of the regions he visited. Belzoni's work extended far beyond the realm of archaeology. He was a true pioneer, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge and experience. Tragically, Belzoni's adventurous life was cut short. He died in 1823 at the age of 45 from dysentery while on an expedition in West Africa. Despite his untimely death, Giovanni Belzoni left an indelible mark on the world. His discoveries in Egypt captivated the public imagination. He brought to light some of the most iconic treasures of ancient Egypt. His meticulous documentation of his findings set a new standard for archaeological practice. Belzoni's legacy extends beyond his individual discoveries. He helped to ignite a passion for Egyptology that continues to this day. His story serves as a reminder of the power of human curiosity and the importance of preserving our shared cultural heritage. Giovanni Belzoni lived in a time of great change and discovery. The world was opening up. Explorers like Belzoni were at the forefront, pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. His life and work offer us a fascinating glimpse into the past. They remind us of the importance of exploration, the thrill of discovery, and the enduring power of human curiosity. Belzoni's story is a testament to the enduring allure of ancient Egypt. It is a land of mystery and wonder. It continues to captivate and inspire us centuries after Belzoni first set foot on its shores. His legacy lives on, not just in the museums that house his discoveries, but in the hearts and minds of all who are drawn to the mysteries of the past. Howard Carter's name is synonymous with ancient Egypt, a name that echoes through the annals of history. Born in 1874, his early life was far from the scorching sands and ancient tombs he would become known for. Instead, it was filled with the lush greenery and serene landscapes of 19th century England. He grew up in a small village in Norfolk, England, a place that seemed worlds away from the mysteries of the ancient world. His father, a gifted artist, instilled in him a love for art and meticulous detail. This artistic environment nurtured his budding talents. Young Carter was a keen observer, fascinated by the natural world. He would spend countless hours exploring the countryside, observing the intricate details of plants and animals. He spent hours sketching the flora and fauna around his home, capturing the beauty of nature with his pencil. This eye for detail, nurtured from a young age, would prove crucial in his later archaeological pursuits. His sketches were not just drawings. They were detailed studies that honed his observational skills. Carter's formal education was limited, but his thirst for knowledge was insatiable. He devoured books, especially those that transported him to distant lands and ancient times. He was particularly drawn to the ancient world, captivated by stories of lost civilizations and the mysteries they held. Museums and books became his windows to these far-off places. This fascination, combined with his artistic talent, led him to the path of archaeology. He began to dream of uncovering the secrets of the past. At the age of 17, a pivotal opportunity arose. A letter arrived that would change the course of his life forever. Carter was invited to join the Egypt Exploration Fund as a tracer. This was a dream come true for the young artist and aspiring archaeologist. This marked the beginning of his lifelong love affair with Egypt, a journey that would lead him to some of the most significant archaeological discoveries of all time. Arriving in Egypt in 1891, Carter was immediately enthralled by the land's rich history and culture. The bustling streets, the vibrant markets, and the ancient ruins all seemed to whisper secrets of a bygone era. The ancient monuments, the hieroglyphics, the sheer weight of history captivated his imagination. The pyramids stood as silent sentinels of a grand civilization, while the Sphinx, with its enigmatic gaze, seemed to challenge him to uncover its mysteries. He diligently copied inscriptions and drawings, honing his skills under the guidance of experienced archaeologists. Each stroke of his pen was a step closer to understanding the lives and beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. Carter quickly established a reputation for his meticulous work and keen eye. His attention to detail and unwavering dedication set him apart from his peers, earning him respect and admiration in the archaeological community. He was not simply tracing the past, he was breathing life into it, recreating the artistry of ancient Egyptians with remarkable precision. His reconstructions were so vivid that they seemed to transport viewers back in time, allowing them to witness the grandeur of ancient Egypt firsthand. His talent did not go unnoticed. In 1899, at the young age of 25, Carter was appointed Chief Inspector of Monuments for Upper Egypt by the Egyptian Antiquities Service. This prestigious position was a testament to his burgeoning reputation and his potential to make significant contributions to the field. This was a remarkable achievement, a testament to his burgeoning reputation in the field. It was a role that came with immense responsibility, but Carter embraced it with enthusiasm and determination. Carter thrived in this role. He oversaw excavations, meticulously documented findings, and passionately advocated for the preservation of Egypt's fragile heritage. His efforts ensured that the stories of ancient Egypt would be preserved for future generations to study and appreciate. He was laying the groundwork for his most significant discovery, one that would forever etch his name in the annals of history. The Valley of the Kings, with its hidden tombs and untold treasures, awaited his exploration. Little did he know, he was on the brink of uncovering a find that would captivate the world and redefine our understanding of ancient Egypt. In 1907, a fateful meeting occurred that would change the course of Carter's career. He was introduced to George Herbert, the 5th Earl of Carnarvon, a wealthy British aristocrat with a passion for Egyptology. Carnarvon was immediately impressed by Carter's knowledge and enthusiasm. He agreed to finance Carter's excavations, providing the much-needed resources to pursue his archaeological dreams. Thus began a partnership that would become legendary. Carnarvon, with his wealth and influence, provided the financial backing. Carter, the passionate and dedicated archaeologist, provided the expertise and unwavering determination. Together, they formed a formidable team. Their shared goal to uncover the tomb of a little-known pharaoh named Tutankhamun, believed to be hidden somewhere in the Valley of the Kings. Little did they know, this quest would consume them for years to come. The Valley of the Kings, a desolate yet majestic landscape, became Carter's obsession. Year after year, he meticulously excavated, his team sifting through sand and rubble under the scorching Egyptian sun. The work was arduous and often disheartening. False leads, dead ends, and the constant pressure of expectation weighed heavily on Carter. Yet he persevered, driven by an unshakable belief that Tutankhamun's tomb lay hidden beneath the sands. Carnarvon, though initially enthusiastic, grew increasingly impatient with the lack of results. The annual expeditions were costly and doubts began to creep in. However, Carter's unwavering belief eventually convinced Carnarvon to fund one final season. This last-ditch effort, a testament to both men's faith and determination, would prove to be the most significant in archaeological history. A fateful discovery, uncovering the steps to Tutankhamun's tomb. November 4th, 1922, dawned like any other day in the Valley of the Kings. The air was crisp and the golden hues of the rising sun bathed the ancient landscape in a mystical glow. Carter's team, weary from years of toil, began work on a new section, clearing debris near the tomb of Ramses VI. They had been at this for so long, their hopes often dashed by false leads and empty chambers. As they dug, they stumbled upon a series of steps cut into the rock. The discovery was unexpected, a glimmer of hope in their relentless pursuit. Excitement rippled through the team. The air buzzed with anticipation and the possibility of a monumental find. Could this be it? Could this be the entrance they had been tirelessly searching for? The questions hung in the air, heavy with expectation. Carter, cautious yet optimistic, ordered the steps to be cleared. Every movement was deliberate, every action filled with the weight of history. As the sand and rubble were removed, a sealed doorway emerged, marked with the necropolis seal. Hope surged through Carter. This seal was a sign, a promise of something extraordinary. This was no ordinary tomb. The intricate designs and the seal suggested something far more significant. With bated breath, Carter sent a telegram to Carnarvon, who was back in England. The message was brief but filled with excitement and urgency. At last have made wonderful discovery in Valley, a magnificent tomb with seals intact, recovered same for your arrival, congratulations. The words were simple, yet they carried the weight of years of effort and dreams. The world was about to rediscover Tutankhamun. This was the beginning of a journey that would captivate the imagination of millions and rewrite history. As Carter and his team delved deeper into the tomb, they uncovered a treasure trove of artifacts. Each item, meticulously crafted, told a story of a bygone era. The sheer opulence of the burial goods was staggering, revealing the immense wealth and craftsmanship of ancient Egypt. From golden chariots to intricate jewelry, the tomb was a testament to the grandeur of Tutankhamun's reign. The discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb sparked a global fascination with ancient Egypt. Known as Egyptomania, this cultural phenomenon saw Egyptian motifs influencing everything from fashion to architecture. Museums around the world scrambled to exhibit Egyptian artifacts, and the public's appetite for all things Egyptian seemed insatiable. This newfound interest not only brought ancient history to the forefront, but also inspired a generation of archaeologists and historians. The excavation of Tutankhamun's tomb revolutionized the field of archaeology. It set new standards for excavation techniques and documentation, ensuring that future discoveries would be preserved with the utmost care. Moreover, Tutankhamun's legacy permeated popular culture, from movies and literature to art and music. The boy king became a symbol of mystery and adventure, captivating the imagination of people across the globe. Even today, the allure of Tutankhamun endures. His tomb remains one of the most visited sites in Egypt, drawing millions of tourists each year. The treasures of Tutankhamun continue to tour the world, enchanting audiences with their beauty and historical significance. The story of the boy king, discovered almost a century ago, still resonates, reminding us of the timeless fascination with ancient Egypt and its enigmatic pharaohs. Thebes, the heart of ancient Egypt. Nestled on the banks of the Nile, Thebes was more than just a city. It was the beating heart of a civilization, showcasing human ambition, faith and artistry. Join us as we uncover the rich history and significance of this ancient city, exploring its grand temples, its royal tombs, and its pivotal role in shaping the story of ancient Egypt. Thebes, even in its ruined state, whispers of a time when it was the religious epicenter of ancient Egypt, particularly during the powerful New Kingdom. Imagine a city alive with the sound of priestly chants, the air thick with the scent of incense burning in honor of Amun-Ra, the king of the gods. Here, within the colossal Karnak Temple Complex, the Egyptians paid homage to their deities in ceremonies of unparalleled grandeur. The temple, a sprawling testament to their faith, grew over centuries, each pharaoh adding his own mark to this sacred landscape. Luxor Temple, bathed in the golden glow of the setting sun, was a place for ordinary Egyptians to connect with the divine. Together, these two temples form the spiritual heart of Thebes, a place where the earthly and the divine intertwined. The ancient Egyptians believed in a life after death, a belief reflected in the grandeur of their tombs. Just across the Nile, on the west bank, lies the Theban necropolis, a city of the dead as magnificent as the city of the living. Here, in the Valley of the Kings and the Valley of the Queens, pharaohs and their consorts were laid to rest, surrounded by treasures they believed would accompany them into the afterlife. The tomb of Tutankhamun, a relatively minor pharaoh, yielded a treasure trove of artifacts that captivated the world's imagination. But perhaps even more impressive are the elaborate tombs of rulers like Seti I and Ramses VI, their walls adorned with vibrant scenes from the Book of the Dead. Dotting the landscape are the mortuary temples, grand structures built not for the dead but for their memory. These temples, along with the royal tombs, stand as silent sentinels, guarding the secrets of Egypt's past. For centuries, Thebes was more than just a religious center. It was the vibrant heart of a nation, the capital of a mighty empire. Imagine the bustling streets of Thebes during its zenith, a time when it was known as the City of 100 Gates. Thebes' rise to prominence began during the Middle Kingdom, when Mentuhotep II reunited the two lands after a period of division. He moved the capital to Thebes, laying the foundation for its future glory. But it was during the New Kingdom that Thebes truly flourished, reaching the pinnacle of its power and influence. Under the rule of powerful pharaohs like Thutmose III and Amenhotep III, Thebes became a metropolis, a hub of international trade and a center of art and culture. The city's wealth was evident in its grand temples, its opulent palaces, and the luxurious lifestyle of its elite. Yet, even after losing its political dominance, Thebes remained a city of immense religious and cultural significance, a testament to its glorious past. Few sights on earth can compare to the awe-inspiring grandeur of the Karnak Temple Complex. Imagine standing before this colossal structure, its towering pylons reaching towards the heavens, a symbol of human devotion and architectural genius. Karnak was not simply a temple. It was a city within a city, a complex of temples, chapels and monuments dedicated to the Theban triad Amun-Ra, Mut and Khonsu. The Hypostyle Hall, with its forest of massive columns, is perhaps the most iconic image of Karnak. The construction of Karnak spanned over 2 millennia, with each successive pharaoh feeling compelled to leave his mark on this sacred complex. From the massive pylons and obelisks to the intricate reliefs and inscriptions that adorn its walls, Karnak stands as a testament to the ambition, ingenuity, and deep religious fervor of the ancient Egyptians. The story of Thebes is not just one of religious devotion and architectural grandeur. It is also a story of conflict and resilience. Thebes found itself at the heart of several pivotal moments in Egyptian history, times when the very existence of the kingdom was threatened. One such period was the Second Intermediate Period, a time of turmoil and division when Egypt fell under the rule of the Hyksos, a foreign power from the Levant. The Hyksos, with their superior weaponry and military tactics, conquered much of Lower Egypt, pushing the native Egyptian rulers south. Thebes, however, refused to submit. Theban rulers, seeing themselves as the true heirs to the pharaonic legacy, waged a long and bloody war against the Hyksos, a conflict that would determine the fate of Egypt. Finally, under the leadership of Amun-Re I, the founder of the 18th dynasty, the Egyptians triumphed. Amun-Re I, a Theban prince, drove the Hyksos out of Egypt, reuniting the two lands and ushering in a new era of Egyptian power and prosperity. Thebes, at its zenith, was more than just a political and religious capital. It was the cultural heart of ancient Egypt, a city alive with creativity and artistic innovation. Imagine the workshops of Thebes, filled with skilled artisans, sculptors, painters, weavers, their hands bringing life to stone, wood and fabric, transforming them into works of breathtaking beauty. The tombs and temples of the Theban necropolis offer a glimpse into this vibrant artistic tradition. The walls of these structures are adorned with intricate murals and carvings, each one a masterpiece that speaks volumes about the artistic skill and the religious beliefs of the ancient Egyptians. Theban artists and craftsmen were renowned throughout the ancient world for their skill. Thebes became a center for the production of luxury goods, from exquisite jewelry and finely crafted furniture to colorful textiles and beautifully painted pottery. Thebes' rise to prominence was fueled, in part, by its strategic location. Situated on the banks of the Nile, the lifeblood of Egypt, Thebes controlled the agricultural wealth of the surrounding region. Thebes' location also made it a natural hub for trade. Caravans laden with exotic goods from Nubia to the south and Punt to the east converged on Thebes, bringing with them gold, ivory, ebony, incense and other treasures. The wealth generated by this trade enriched the city, filling the coffers of the pharaohs and enabling them to embark on ambitious building projects and military campaigns. The opulence of Thebes was evident in its grand temples and monuments, its luxurious palaces and the lavish lifestyle of its elite. Even the mightiest of empires are not immune to the tides of time. Thebes, for centuries the heart of a civilization, eventually experienced a slow decline, its power and influence waning as new powers rose to prominence in the ancient world. The first blow came in 663 BCE, when the Assyrian king Ashurbanipal sacked Thebes. The Assyrians, a ruthless and efficient military force, had conquered much of the Near East, and Egypt, weakened by internal strife and economic decline, was unable to withstand their onslaught. The sack of Thebes by the Assyrians was a traumatic event for the Egyptians. The city, once considered invincible, was plundered and burned, its temples desecrated, its treasures carried off to Assyria as spoils of war. Thebes never fully recovered from the Assyrian sack. Centuries later, under Roman rule, Thebes was again sacked, this time after a revolt against Roman authority. Thebes may lie in ruins, its grand temples and palaces reduced to rubble, but its story continues to resonate across the millennia. The remains of this once great city, spread across the modern-day city of Luxor, are now a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a testament to their enduring historical, architectural and cultural significance. The Karnak and Luxor temple complexes, the Valley of the Kings, the Valley of the Queens, and the numerous other tombs, temples and monuments scattered across the Theban necropolis offer an unparalleled glimpse into the world of ancient Egypt. Today, Thebes is one of Egypt's most popular tourist destinations, attracting visitors from all corners of the globe. Thebes was more than just a physical city. It was a powerful symbol woven deeply into the fabric of Egyptian mythology and religious belief. The Egyptians believed that Thebes was the earthly counterpart of the primordial mound that emerged from the waters of chaos at the beginning of creation. It was here, in the heart of Thebes, that the god Amun-Ra, the king of the gods, was said to have first emerged, bringing light and order to the world. Thebes' association with Amun-Ra elevated it to a position of supreme religious significance. The Opet festival, one of the most important events in the Egyptian religious calendar, was celebrated annually in Thebes. Thebes, in the eyes of the ancient Egyptians, was a sacred city, a place where the boundaries between the earthly and the divine were blurred. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the ancient city of Thebes. From its grand temples that scraped the sky to the whispers of pharaohs in the Valley of the Kings, Thebes stands as a testament to human ambition, ingenuity, and the enduring power of belief. The sands of Egypt hold more than just ancient ruins and buried treasure. They whisper stories of a civilization that thrived for millennia. Journey with us now as we peel back the layers of time and uncover the culinary world of the ancient Egyptians. Imagine the Nile River, a glistening ribbon of life meandering through the desert. Its fertile banks gave birth to a civilization that would become a beacon of art, architecture, and culture. The food of ancient Egypt wasn't merely sustenance. It was a reflection of their beliefs, their social structure, and their deep connection to the land. Through their cuisine, we can catch a glimpse of their world. Their culinary legacy, much like their towering pyramids, stands as a testament to their ingenuity and sophistication. They transformed simple ingredients, gifted to them by the Nile, into dishes both practical and indulgent. They understood the art of flavor, the delicate dance of herbs and spices, and the importance of preserving food in a land where the sun blazed relentlessly. It's time to uncover the secrets of their kitchens, explore the ingredients that graced their tables, and discover the flavors that tantalized their palates. Join us as we embark on a culinary adventure through time. Prepare to be transported back in time to a world where food was more than just sustenance. It was a celebration of life itself. The Nile River, often referred to as the father of life by the ancient Egyptians, was much more than a waterway. It was the lifeblood of the civilization, its ebb and flow dictating the rhythm of their lives. Wheat, barley and emmer, these grains, nurtured by the Nile's annual floods, were the staples of their daily bread. Bread, in its various forms, was the cornerstone of their meals, a testament to the land's generosity. Lentils, chickpeas and fava beans, these protein-rich legumes, added variety and sustenance to their diet. The ancient Egyptians were masters of cultivating the land, coaxing life from the desert with their intricate irrigation systems. Their agricultural prowess ensured a steady supply of these essential crops, forming the foundation of a cuisine that was as diverse as it was nourishing. Onions, garlic and leeks, these pungent bulbs, added depth and complexity to their dishes. Lettuce, cucumbers and radishes, these refreshing vegetables, provided a welcome respite from the desert heat. Dates, figs and pomegranates, these sweet treats, offered a burst of natural sugar and were enjoyed fresh or dried. The Nile Valley, with its fertile soil and predictable floods, provided the ancient Egyptians with a rich tapestry of flavors. They embraced the land's offerings, incorporating a variety of vegetables and fruits into their diet, creating a cuisine that was both flavorful and nutritious. Fish, abundant in the Nile, was a staple protein source, particularly for those living near the river. Fish was often dried, salted or smoked, preserving it for leaner times. Fowls such as ducks, geese and pigeons were also a part of their diet. Meat from cattle, sheep and goats was a more luxurious food, reserved for special occasions or the elite. The ancient Egyptians were skilled hunters and fishermen, supplementing their plant-based diet with protein from the Nile and the surrounding land. From the humble fisherman to the wealthy landowner, protein sources varied, reflecting the social hierarchy of the time. Imagine the aroma of roasted meat filling the air during a feast, a symbol of wealth and prosperity. While the common people of Egypt relied on the Nile's bounty for their sustenance, the pharaohs and the elite enjoyed a lavish and diverse diet. For the pharaohs, food was not merely fuel. It was a symbol of their status, power, and divine right to rule. Spices like cumin, coriander, and saffron imported from distant lands infused their dishes with exotic aromas and tastes. Honey, a symbol of wealth and luxury, was used liberally to sweeten their food and drinks. The pharaohs dined on delicacies that were beyond the reach of ordinary Egyptians. Their tables boasted roasted gazelle, wild duck, and even ostrich, hunted in the distant deserts and brought back to the palace as a testament to their power. Wine, a symbol of celebration and abundance, flowed freely at these lavish banquets. Sweets, made with honey, dates and figs, provided a sweet ending to their extravagant meals. The pharaohs' meals were a far cry from the simple fare of their subjects. Their diets were a reflection of their wealth, power, and access to resources that were beyond the reach of ordinary Egyptians. The pharaoh, considered a living god, had access to the most exclusive and luxurious foods, a diet designed to reflect his divine status. His meals were prepared by a dedicated team of cooks who adhered to strict rituals and guidelines to ensure their purity and quality. While the pharaohs and the elite indulged in lavish feasts, the lives of ordinary Egyptians revolved around a more modest but no less flavorful culinary tradition. Imagine bustling marketplaces, filled with the sights, sounds and smells of daily life, where farmers brought their produce, fishermen their catch, and bakers their freshly baked bread. The common people, while not privy to the exotic ingredients that graced the pharaoh's tables, possessed a deep understanding of how to transform simple, locally sourced ingredients into satisfying and flavorful meals. They understood the art of preserving food, drying fish and meats in the scorching desert sun, pickling vegetables in vinegar and salt, ensuring that nothing went to waste. Their meals were a celebration of the Nile's bounty, a testament to their resilience and their ability to adapt to the challenges of their environment. The ancient Egyptians, masters of agriculture, cultivated a dazzling array of fruits that thrived in the fertile Nile Valley. Dates, with their sticky sweetness and chewy texture, were a staple food, a source of natural sugar and energy. Dates were enjoyed fresh, dried, used to sweeten cakes and breads, or even fermented into a mildly alcoholic beverage. Figs, plump and bursting with juicy sweetness, were another beloved fruit. Figs were eaten fresh, dried into chewy treats, or used to make jams and preserves. Pomegranates, with their jewel-toned seeds and tart, refreshing flavour, were highly prized. Pomegranates were enjoyed fresh, their juice used to make refreshing drinks, or their seeds sprinkled over salads and desserts for a touch of colour and tang. Grapes, cultivated in vineyards that stretched along the Nile Delta, were a symbol of abundance and celebration. Grapes were enjoyed fresh, dried into raisins, or most famously fermented into wine, a beverage enjoyed by both the living and the dead. Watermelons, with their juicy, refreshing flesh, provided a welcome respite from the desert heat. Watermelons were enjoyed fresh, their juice quenching thirst and providing much-needed hydration under the scorching sun. These fruits, gifts of the fertile Nile Valley, were more than just food to the ancient Egyptians. They were symbols of life, abundance, and the generosity of the gods. They were woven into the fabric of their daily lives, their flavors enjoyed by pharaohs and peasants alike. Fishermen skilled in the art of netting and trapping would cast their nets into the Nile's waters, hauling in a variety of fish from small perch to large Nile perch, their silver scales glinting in the sun. Fish, a valuable source of protein, was prepared in a variety of ways. It was grilled over open fires, baked in clay ovens, dried in the sun, or salted and preserved for leaner times. While fish was a staple for many, meat was a more luxurious food, reserved for special occasions or for those who could afford it. Cattle, sheep and goats, domesticated animals that grazed on the fertile land along the Nile, provided a source of meat, milk and hides. Hunting, while not as prevalent as fishing or animal husbandry, also played a role in providing meat for the Egyptian table. Honey, often referred to as liquid gold by the ancient Egyptians, was far more than just a sweetener. It was a symbol of purity, a gift from the gods and a prized ingredient in their culinary repertoire. Honey was used to sweeten cakes, pastries and desserts, adding a touch of luxury to their otherwise simple fare. But honey's role in ancient Egyptian cuisine extended far beyond sweetening. It was used as a glaze for roasted meats, its sweetness caramelizing over the fire, creating a rich, flavorful crust. Honey was also used as a preservative, its antibacterial properties extending the shelf life of fruits, vegetables, and even meats. The ancient Egyptians, renowned for their trade networks that spanned the ancient world, had access to a treasure trove of spices, each one adding its unique flavor and aroma to their cuisine. Imagine caravans laden with exotic spices arriving from distant lands, their arrival a cause for celebration in the bustling marketplaces of ancient Egypt. Cumin, with its warm, earthy flavor, was a staple spice used generously in stews, soups and roasted meats. Imagine the comforting aroma of cumin seeds toasted in a clay pot, their essential oils released, filling the air with their warm, inviting scent. Coriander, with its citrusy, slightly sweet flavor, was another favorite, used to add a refreshing note to dishes. Imagine the delicate green leaves of the coriander plant, chopped finely and sprinkled over salads, stews and even desserts. Their fresh, vibrant flavor a welcome contrast to the richness of many Egyptian dishes. Fennel, with its licorice-like flavor, was used to add a subtle aniseed note to dishes, particularly those featuring fish or seafood. Imagine the delicate fronds of the fennel bulb, used to infuse broths and stews with their unique flavor, adding a layer of complexity to the overall taste. The ancient Egyptians were remarkably innovative in their culinary practices. They developed techniques for preserving food and brewing beverages. Fermentation was well understood by the ancient Egyptians. They used it to create beer, a staple drink. Bread making involved sourdough starter, giving bread its tangy flavor. They also created sweets using honey, dates, figs and nuts. These innovations left an indelible mark on the world of food and drink. Our journey through the kitchens and fields of ancient Egypt draws to a close, leaving us with a profound appreciation for a civilization that understood the art of sustenance and celebration. We've explored the bounty of the Nile, from its humble grains to its succulent fruits, witnessing how these simple ingredients were transformed into meals that nourished both body and soul. Imagine the echoes of laughter and conversation around a fire as families gathered to share their daily bread, the aroma of spices mingling with the smoke, creating a sensory experience that transcended time. Food wasn't merely fuel for the ancient Egyptians. It was a thread that wove together the fabric of their society, connecting them to the land, their gods, and each other. We've delved into the grand feasts of the pharaohs, where exotic delicacies and imported spices were a testament to their power and influence. Yet, even amidst such opulence, the essence of Egyptian cuisine remained rooted in the land's bounty, a reminder that even the most powerful rulers were ultimately dependent on the Nile's generosity. From the humblest farmer to the mighty pharaoh, food played a pivotal role in shaping the lives, beliefs, and traditions of this remarkable civilization. Their culinary legacy, much like their towering pyramids, stands as a testament to their ingenuity, resourcefulness, and deep-rooted connection to the natural world. As we bid farewell to the sights, smells, and tastes of ancient Egypt, let us carry with us a newfound appreciation for the simple yet profound act of sharing a meal. Their story reminds us that food is more than just sustenance. It's a celebration of life, a bridge across cultures and generations, and a powerful reminder of our shared humanity. The echoes of their culinary traditions can still be heard in the cuisines of modern Egypt and beyond, a testament to the enduring legacy of a civilization that understood the true meaning of a life well lived, one shared with loved ones, around a table laden with the fruits of the earth. Their story is a reminder that even as time marches on, the fundamental human need for nourishment and connection remains unchanged. So the next time you break bread with loved ones, take a moment to appreciate the legacy of the ancient Egyptians, whose culinary innovations continue to enrich our lives today. Their story, etched in stone and whispered by the desert winds, reminds us that even the grandest civilizations are built upon the simple foundation of a shared meal. Deep in the heart of the Sinai Peninsula, amidst a rugged and unforgiving landscape, rises a mountain shrouded in mystery and legend. This is a place where the harshness of the desert meets the sublime beauty of nature, creating a setting that feels both timeless and otherworldly. Mount Sinai, known also as JBLMWS, Jabal Musa in Arabic, meaning Moses' mountain, has captivated the hearts and minds of people for millennia. It is a site of profound historical and spiritual significance, revered by multiple faiths and cultures. Its towering peaks and desolate beauty whisper tales of ancient prophets and divine encounters. The mountain stands as a silent witness to the passage of time, its rugged slopes etched with the stories of those who have come seeking answers and enlightenment. The very air around Mount Sinai seems to crackle with an unseen energy, a palpable sense of the sacred that has drawn pilgrims and seekers for centuries. Each step taken on its ancient paths feels like a journey through history, a connection to something greater than oneself. The silence of the desert, broken only by the wind whistling through the canyons, invites contemplation and introspection. It is a silence that speaks volumes, offering a space for reflection and a deeper understanding of one's place in the universe. It is a place where the veil between the earthly and the divine feels thin, where the echoes of ancient events still reverberate through the ages. The ancient ruins and relics scattered across the mountains serve as a testament to its enduring significance, a reminder of the countless souls who have been touched by its mystique. The history of Mount Sinai stretches back through the mists of time, intertwined with the very fabric of human civilization. The earliest mention of the mountain can be traced back to ancient Egyptian texts, where it was known as the Mountain of the Moon. The Egyptians believed that the goddess Hathor, the deity of love, beauty, music, dancing, fertility and joy, resided on the mountain. They mined turquoise in the area and built temples at its base, evidence of their deep reverence for this sacred place. The legacy of their presence can still be seen today in the ruins and artifacts scattered across the landscape. Mount Sinai holds a unique place in the history of the world's great Abrahamic religions. For Jews, Christians and Muslims alike, it is revered as the site where Moses received the Ten Commandments from God. This pivotal event, recounted in the Book of Exodus, forever linked Mount Sinai with divine revelation and the establishment of moral law. For Christians, Mount Sinai represents the tangible manifestation of God's covenant with his people. It symbolizes the meeting point between heaven and earth, a place where the divine will was made known to humanity. Muslims too revere Moses as a prophet and recognize the importance of Mount Sinai in his story. Over the centuries, Mount Sinai has become a tapestry woven with the threads of different cultures and beliefs. This sacred mountain stands as a testament to the rich history and spiritual significance that it holds for so many people around the world. Bedouin tribes, who have called the Sinai Desert home for generations, have their own stories and traditions associated with the mountain. These nomadic people have passed down their legends and customs through countless generations, each adding their own layer to the mountain's mystique. They believe that the mountain is inhabited by jinn, or spirits, and treat it with respect and reverence. The Bedouins' rituals and practices are deeply intertwined with the natural landscape, reflecting a profound connection to the earth and the unseen forces they believe dwell within it. For many, a visit to Mount Sinai is a deeply spiritual experience, a pilgrimage to a place where they can connect with the divine and reflect on the deeper meaning of life. Pilgrims from various faiths come here seeking solace, enlightenment, and a sense of peace that only such a sacred site can provide. The mountain has a way of stripping away the superficial and revealing the raw essence of the human spirit. In the quiet moments at the summit, one can feel a profound sense of clarity and purpose, as if the mountain itself whispers ancient truths to those who are willing to listen. Beyond its religious and historical significance, Mount Sinai is also home to a surprising array of natural wonders. Hidden within its canyons and valleys are ancient rock formations, secret springs, and a diverse range of plant and animal life. The mountain is a haven for ibexes, gazelles, and other desert creatures that have adapted to its harsh conditions. In an age of globalization and technological advancement, it is easy to feel disconnected from the natural world and the spiritual dimensions of life. Yet, Mount Sinai stands as a timeless reminder of the enduring power of faith, the beauty of the natural world, and the interconnectedness of all things. Whether one is drawn to Mount Sinai for its religious significance, its historical legacy, or simply its raw natural beauty, the mountain has a way of leaving an indelible mark on the soul. It is a place that challenges, inspires, and ultimately transforms. The traditional pilgrimage to the summit of Mount Sinai is a challenging but rewarding experience. There are two main routes to the top. The longer and more gradual ascent is via the Camel Trail, a winding path that can be traversed on foot or by camel. The more challenging but quicker route is the Steps of Repentance, a steep staircase of over 3,750 steps carved into the mountainside by a repentant monk. The ascent is usually made at night to avoid the scorching heat of the day and to reach the summit in time for sunrise. At the summit of Mount Sinai lies St. Catherine's Monastery, one of the oldest continuously operating Christian monasteries in the world. Founded in the 6th century AD, the monastery is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and houses a treasure trove of religious art, manuscripts and icons. The monastery's library is renowned for its collection of ancient texts, including the Codex Sinaiticus, one of the oldest surviving manuscripts of the Bible. The monastery is a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human spirit's ability to thrive in even the harshest of environments. Mount Sinai stands as a timeless symbol of faith, history, and natural wonder. For millennia, its towering peaks have drawn pilgrims, adventurers, and seekers from all over the world. Its story is interwoven with the very fabric of human civilization, and its legacy continues to inspire and intrigue us today. As long as humans gaze up at the stars and ponder the mysteries of life, Mount Sinai will continue to hold a special place in our hearts and imaginations. It is a place where the veil between heaven and earth feels thin, where the whispers of the divine can still be heard in the wind. Imagine sailing across the tranquil waters of Lake Nasser in southern Egypt, where the serene environment envelops you in a sense of timelessness. The sun bathes the landscape in a warm golden light, casting long shadows and creating a mesmerizing play of colors on the water's surface. As you glide across the lake, a majestic sight emerges on the horizon, gradually revealing itself in the distance. A sandstone temple, its massive pylons reaching for the sky, stands as a testament to a bygone era, echoing the grandeur of ancient civilizations. This is the Temple of Kalabshah, a magnificent structure that has witnessed the ebb and flow of history for over 2 millennia, standing proudly by the lake. The Temple of Kalabshah, originally situated at Bab al-Kalabshah, was one of the largest and most impressive temples in Nubia, showcasing the architectural prowess of its builders. Nubia, an ancient region spanning southern Egypt and northern Sudan, was a land of rich history and vibrant culture, where the past and present intertwine. The Nubians, renowned for their strength and resilience, developed a unique civilization that interacted closely with their Egyptian neighbors, sharing and exchanging cultural and technological advancements. The Temple of Kalabshah stands as a powerful symbol of this dynamic relationship, embodying the rich tapestry of Nubian and Egyptian history. The Temple of Kalabshah was dedicated to Mandulis, the Nubian sun god. This magnificent structure stands as a testament to the rich cultural and religious heritage of ancient Nubia. Mandulis, often depicted as a falcon-headed man, represented power, protection, and healing in Nubian belief. His image adorned many temples and monuments, symbolizing his importance in the daily lives of the Nubian people. He was a central figure in the Nubian pantheon, revered as a benevolent deity who brought light and life to the land. The sun, a vital element in Nubian culture, was seen as his divine manifestation. The temple at Kalabshah served as a place of worship and devotion, where offerings were made and rituals performed to honor this powerful god. Priests conducted ceremonies to ensure the favor of Mandulis, seeking his blessings for prosperity and health. The construction of the temple spanned several centuries, beginning during the Roman period in the reign of Emperor Augustus around 30 BC. This long construction period allowed for a blend of styles and influences. Over the years, subsequent rulers, including Roman emperors and Nubian kings, added their own contributions to the temple complex. Each ruler left their mark, enriching the temple's history and significance. This blend of architectural styles and artistic influences reflects the diverse cultural tapestry that shaped the history of Kalabsha. The temple stands as a symbol of the enduring legacy of Nubian and Roman collaboration. The Temple of Kalabsha, built with sandstone quarried from the surrounding desert, is a masterpiece of ancient architecture. Its massive pylons, adorned with intricate carvings, lead into a series of courtyards, halls and sanctuaries. The walls of the temple are covered with hieroglyphics and reliefs depicting scenes from Egyptian mythology, religious rituals and the lives of pharaohs. Within the temple's sacred chambers, priests perform daily rituals, offering prayers and sacrifices to appease the gods. The scent of incense filled the air as worshippers gathered in the courtyards, seeking the favor of Mandulis and other deities. The temple was not only a place of worship, but also a center of learning and culture, where scribes copied sacred texts and artists honed their skills. For centuries, the Temple of Kalabsha stood as a beacon of faith and culture, its massive structure seemingly impervious to the passage of time. However, in the 20th century, a modern marvel threatened its very existence: the construction of the Aswan High Dam, a monumental project aimed at controlling the flow of the Nile River and generating hydroelectric power, would create a vast reservoir behind it, Lake Nasser. The rising waters of Lake Nasser would submerge many ancient sites, including the Temple of Kalabsha. Recognizing the immense historical and cultural value of these monuments, the Egyptian government, in collaboration with UNESCO, launched an international campaign to save them from a watery grave. The international campaign to save the monuments of Nubia, launched in 1960, was an unprecedented undertaking. It was a call to action that resonated across the globe, drawing attention to the rich cultural heritage at risk of being lost forever. Archaeologists, engineers and experts from around the world joined forces in a race against time to document, dismantle and relocate threatened monuments. This collaborative effort showcased the power of international cooperation in preserving history. The Temple of Kalabsha, one of the largest and most significant structures at risk, became a focal point of this international effort. Its grandeur and historical importance made it a symbol of the campaign's success. The relocation process was a remarkable feat of engineering. It required innovative solutions and meticulous planning to ensure the temple's integrity was maintained throughout the move. First, the temple was meticulously documented, with every stone, carving and inscription carefully photographed and catalogued. This detailed record was crucial for the accurate reassembly of the temple at its new location. Then, the temple was carefully dismantled, with each block numbered and its original location recorded. This painstaking process ensured that the temple could be reconstructed exactly as it had stood for centuries. The disassembled blocks were then transported to a new site, higher ground that would remain above the waterline of Lake Nasser. This new location would protect the temple from the rising waters, preserving it for future generations to admire and study. After years of meticulous work, the Temple of Kalabsha was reassembled on a small island just south of the Aswan High Dam. This new location, carefully chosen to resemble the temple's original setting as much as possible, offered a safe haven for the ancient monument. Today the temple stands proudly on its island home, its sandstone walls glowing in the warm Egyptian sun. The relocation of the Temple of Kalabsha stands as a testament to the power of international cooperation and the importance of preserving our shared cultural heritage. It serves as a reminder that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges, humanity can come together to protect the treasures of the past for future generations. In recognition of its outstanding universal value, the Temple of Kalabsha, along with other monuments relocated during the Nubian salvage campaign, was inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List in 1979. This prestigious designation recognizes the temple's significance as an exceptional example of ancient Nubian architecture and a testament to the rich cultural heritage of the region. The inscription of the Temple of Kalabsha on the World Heritage List highlights the importance of preserving cultural heritage for present and future generations. It serves as a reminder of the enduring power of the past to inspire, educate, and connect us to our shared human history. The Temple of Kalabsha offers a fascinating glimpse into the religious beliefs and practices of ancient Nubia. The temple's reliefs and inscriptions provide valuable insights into the worship of Mandulis, the Nubian sun god, and his role in the lives of the people. They also shed light on the interactions between the Nubian and Egyptian cultures, revealing a complex tapestry of shared traditions and unique beliefs. One intriguing feature of the Temple of Kalabsha is the presence of a small chapel dedicated to the worship of Augustus, the first Roman emperor. This chapel, built during the Roman period, reflects the influence of Roman rule in Nubia and the syncretic nature of religious beliefs in the ancient world. Today, the Temple of Kalabsha stands as a popular tourist destination, attracting visitors from around the world who come to marvel at its architectural grandeur and soak up its historical significance. As you explore the temple's courtyards and chambers, let your imagination transport you back in time to an era of pharaohs, gods, and ancient rituals. The Temple of Kalabsha is more than just a monument. It is a living testament to the enduring power of human ingenuity, resilience, and the timeless allure of the past. Its journey from its original location on the banks of the Nile to its new home on Lake Nasser serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of preserving our shared cultural heritage for generations to come. A palace for antiquities, the genesis of the Egyptian Museum. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo stands as a testament to a civilization that captivated the world for millennia. Its story began in the mid-19th century, a time when Egypt witnessed a resurgence of interest in its ancient past. Auguste Mariette, a French archaeologist, played a pivotal role. Mariette, alarmed by the plundering of ancient sites, advocated for the preservation of Egypt's heritage. His vision materialized in 1858 with the establishment of the Antiquities Service, the precursor to the museum. Housed initially in a modest building near the Boulak district, the collection grew rapidly. The Nile, however, had other plans. A devastating flood in 1878 threatened the burgeoning collection. The artifacts were meticulously moved to safety, but the event underscored the need for a more secure and permanent home. The pioneers, early curators, and their contributions. The museum found its current home in 1902 in a majestic edifice in Cairo's Tahrir Square. Designed by the French architect Marcel Dornion, The building itself is an impressive blend of neoclassical and ancient Egyptian styles. Its grand staircase and spacious halls provided an appropriate setting for the treasures within. Gaston Maspero, an eminent Egyptologist, succeeded Mariette as the museum's director. Maspero's tenure marked a period of significant expansion and scholarly rigor. He reorganized the collection, implemented modern museological practices, and published extensively on Egyptian history and culture. Another prominent figure was Howard Carter, whose discovery of Tutankhamun's tomb in 1922 catapulted the museum into the global spotlight. The subsequent arrival of Tutankhamun's treasures, including the iconic golden mask, drew crowds from around the world. Housing treasures, the museum's architectural evolution. The museum's layout, with its 2 floors, reflects a chronological and thematic organization. The ground floor houses heavier objects, including colossal statues, sarcophagi, and monumental pieces from various periods of Egyptian history. One can encounter imposing figures of pharaohs and deities. Upstairs, the focus shifts to smaller, more delicate artifacts. Rooms are dedicated to specific periods, such as the Old, Middle, and New Kingdoms, providing a comprehensive overview of Egypt's artistic and cultural evolution. Jewelry, pottery, papyri, and funerary objects offer intimate glimpses into the lives of ancient Egyptians. Over the decades, the museum has undergone expansions and renovations to accommodate its ever-growing collection. New wings and galleries have been added, and modern display techniques have been implemented to enhance the visitor experience. The Boy King's legacy, Tutankhamun's treasures unveiled. Among the museum's vast holdings, Tutankhamun's treasures occupy a place of unparalleled prominence. Discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter, the nearly intact tomb of the young pharaoh yielded a wealth of artifacts that captivated the world. The discovery provided an unprecedented glimpse into the opulence and artistry of ancient Egypt. At the heart of this collection lies Tutankhamun's golden mask, a masterpiece of funerary art. Crafted from solid gold and inlaid with semi-precious stones, the mask is a breathtaking example of ancient craftsmanship. Its serene expression and idealized features embody the youthful king's eternal afterlife. The mask, however, is but one of many treasures recovered from Tutankhamun's tomb. The museum houses a vast array of objects, including gilded chariots, ornate furniture, alabaster vessels, and a dazzling array of jewelry. Tutankhamun's tomb contained over 5,000 artifacts, each meticulously crafted and imbued with symbolic meaning. The chariots, for example, were not merely modes of transportation, but represented the king's power and divine status. The furniture, adorned with intricate carvings and inlays, served both practical and ritualistic purposes. The alabaster vessels, some shaped like animals or mythical creatures, held precious unguents and perfumes, essential for the king's journey to the afterlife. The jewelry, ranging from delicate necklaces to elaborate pectorals, showcased the skill of ancient Egyptian goldsmiths and reflected the king's status and wealth. The sheer quantity and quality of the artifacts from Tutankhamun's tomb provide an unparalleled understanding of the funerary practices, religious beliefs, and artistic achievements of ancient Egypt. The collection continues to captivate and inspire awe in visitors from around the world. Beyond Tutankhamun's treasures, the Egyptian Museum offers a comprehensive journey through millennia of Egyptian history. From the pre-dynastic period to the Greco-Roman era, the museum's collection spans over 5,000 years of civilization. Each artifact, whether a monumental statue or a humble amulet, provides a window into the past. The Old Kingdom, known for its pyramid building, is represented by colossal statues of pharaohs such as Djoser, Khufu, and Khafre. The Middle Kingdom, a period of political and cultural resurgence, is showcased through intricate jewellery, elegant sculptures, and finely crafted models of daily life. The New Kingdom, marked by imperial expansion and artistic innovation, is richly represented by objects from the reigns of powerful pharaohs like Hatshepsut, Thutmose III, and Ramesses II. The museum also houses artifacts from later periods, including the Ptolemaic and Roman eras, reflecting the enduring legacy of ancient Egypt. Within the museum's walls, countless stories unfold, each object whispering tales of a bygone era. The Nama palette, for example, a ceremonial object dating back to the early dynastic period, depicts the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt, a pivotal event in Egyptian history. The museum also houses a vast collection of papyri, ancient scrolls containing a wealth of information about Egyptian literature, religion, medicine, and daily life. The Book of the Dead, a collection of funerary texts, provides insights into Egyptian beliefs about the afterlife. Beyond the iconic artifacts, the museum holds countless hidden gems, each with its own story to tell. A small amulet worn for protection, a child's toy, a scribe's palette. These everyday objects offer intimate glimpses into the lives of ancient Egyptians. The Egyptian Museum serves not only as a repository of artifacts, but also as a centre for research and conservation. A team of dedicated curators, archaeologists and conservators work tirelessly to preserve and study the collection, ensuring that future generations can appreciate the wonders of ancient Egypt. The museum's conservation laboratories are equipped with state-of-the-art technology, allowing experts to restore and preserve delicate objects. Researchers from around the world come to study the museum's collection, contributing to our understanding of Egyptian history, culture and art. The museum also plays a vital role in combating the illicit trafficking of antiquities. By raising awareness and collaborating with international organizations, the museum strives to protect Egypt's cultural heritage from looting and destruction. The Egyptian Museum in Cairo stands as a testament to one of the world's most enduring civilizations. Its vast and diverse collection, spanning millennia of history, continues to captivate and inspire awe in visitors from around the globe. From the iconic golden mask of Tutankhamun to the everyday objects of ordinary Egyptians, the museum offers a window into a world both familiar and extraordinary. As a centre for research, conservation and education, the museum plays a vital role in preserving Egypt's cultural heritage for future generations. Its mission extends beyond its walls, fostering a deeper appreciation for the achievements of ancient Egypt and inspiring a sense of wonder at the ingenuity, creativity, and resilience of the human spirit. The Nile River, a lifeline for ancient Egypt, flows past countless monuments to a glorious past. This river, stretching over 4,000 miles, has been the cradle of one of the most fascinating civilizations in human history. Its waters have nurtured the land, enabling the growth of crops and the rise of cities. Along its banks, stories of gods and pharaohs, of life and death, have been etched into the sands of time. The Nile is not just a river. It is a symbol of life, continuity, and the enduring spirit of Egypt. Among these, the Temple of Komombo stands unique. It is a testament to the ingenuity and spiritual depth of the ancient Egyptians. Built during the Ptolemaic dynasty, this temple is a marvel of architecture and religious symbolism. It is not just a place of worship, but a reflection of the duality that permeates Egyptian mythology and culture. The temple's unique structure and purpose set it apart from the myriad other temples that dot the Egyptian landscape. Located on a bend in the river, it is not dedicated to one god, but two. This dual dedication is rare and speaks volumes about the beliefs and practices of the time. The temple honors both Sobek, the crocodile god associated with fertility and military prowess, and Horus the Elder, the falcon-headed god of the sky and kingship. This duality is not just a quirk of design, but a profound statement about the balance of power and harmony in the universe. This duality is evident in its very design. The temple is perfectly symmetrical, with two identical entrances, two parallel hypostyle halls, and two sanctuaries. Each side is a mirror image of the other, reflecting the dual nature of the gods it honors. This architectural choice is not merely aesthetic, but deeply symbolic, representing the balance and harmony that was central to ancient Egyptian cosmology. The dual corridors and sanctuaries allow for simultaneous worship, a rare feature that underscores the temple's unique purpose. Two entrances, two hypostyle halls, two sanctuaries, all mirrored in perfect symmetry. This meticulous design is a marvel of ancient engineering and artistry. The symmetry extends to the smallest details, from the carvings on the walls to the layout of the columns. Each element is carefully crafted to maintain the balance and harmony that the temple embodies. This attention to detail is a testament to the skill and dedication of the ancient builders and artists who created this masterpiece. This architectural marvel offers a glimpse into the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian beliefs. The walls are adorned with intricate carvings and hieroglyphs that tell stories of gods, kings, and everyday life. These inscriptions are not just decorative, but serve as a historical record, providing insights into the religious and social practices of the time. As you walk through the temple, you are transported back in time, experiencing the grandeur and mystery of ancient Egypt. The Temple of Kom-Ombo is not just a relic of the past. It is a living testament to the enduring legacy of one of the world's greatest civilizations. Construction of the temple began in the 2nd century BC during the Ptolemaic dynasty. These Greek rulers, descendants of Alexander the Great, embraced Egyptian traditions while leaving their own mark on the land. The Ptolemies were prolific builders, and Kom-Ombo stands as a testament to their ambition and their reverence for the ancient Egyptian gods. The temple's dual dedication reflects the importance of location. Sobek, the crocodile god, represented the fertile Nile and its life-giving waters. Horus the Elder, depicted with a falcon's head, symbolized protection and kingship. Together, these two deities embodied the delicate balance between the power of the Nile and the pharaoh's divine right to rule. The walls of Kom-Ombo are a treasure trove of hieroglyphs and reliefs, narrating tales of pharaohs, gods, and daily life in ancient Egypt. These intricate carvings provide invaluable insights into religious practices, astronomical observations, and even medical knowledge. One remarkable relief depicts a collection of surgical instruments, showcasing the advanced medical practices of the time. Sobek, the crocodile god, held a special place in the hearts of the people of Kom-Ombo. Crocodiles, revered as manifestations of the god, were mummified and interred in a nearby necropolis. Today, the Crocodile Museum at Kom-Ombo houses a fascinating collection of these mummified crocodiles, offering a glimpse into the ancient Egyptians' relationship with these powerful creatures. Like many ancient monuments, the Temple of Kom Ombo has not escaped the ravages of time. Centuries of exposure to the elements, coupled with earthquakes and human activity, have taken their toll. The once vibrant colours of the reliefs have faded, and some sections of the temple lie in ruins. Yet even in its weathered state, Kom Ombo retains an undeniable aura of grandeur. Efforts are underway to preserve this architectural masterpiece for future generations. Skilled artisans and archaeologists are painstakingly restoring damaged sections, using traditional techniques and modern technology. Their work ensures that the stories etched into the stones of Kom Ombo will continue to captivate visitors for years to come. The Temple of Kom Ombo stands as a testament to the enduring power of the Nile River. For the ancient Egyptians, the Nile was more than just a source of water. It was the very essence of life. The temple's location, perched on the banks of this sacred river, served as a constant reminder of the delicate balance between humanity and nature. As the sun sets over the Nile, casting long shadows across the temple's sandstone walls, one cannot help but be transported back in time. The golden hues of the setting sun blend seamlessly with the ancient stones, creating a mesmerizing tapestry of light and shadow. This is a moment where history and nature converge, offering a glimpse into the past. The Temple of Kom Ombo stands as a testament to the ingenuity and spirituality of ancient civilizations. As awe-struck tourists gaze upon its grandeur, they are often left speechless, overwhelmed by the sheer scale and beauty of this architectural marvel. The panoramic view at sunset is particularly breathtaking as the temple seems to glow with an ethereal light. Kom Ombo is a place where time seems to stand still. In the stillness of the evening, when the crowds have dispersed, the temple reveals its true essence. The wide-angle view showcases its timeless beauty, unmarred by the passage of centuries. It is in these quiet moments that one can truly appreciate the craftsmanship and devotion that went into its creation. The walls of Kom Ombo are adorned with intricate hieroglyphics and carvings, each telling a story of gods, kings and rituals long forgotten. The ambient lighting within the temple adds a mystical quality, casting shadows that dance upon the ancient stones. It is a place where the echoes of ancient rituals and the whispers of forgotten gods linger in the air, creating an atmosphere that is both haunting and enchanting. As you walk through the temple, you are invited to unravel the mysteries of a bygone era. The close-up of the hieroglyphics reveals the meticulous detail and artistry of the ancient craftsman. Kom Ombo is not just a historical site, it is a journey through time, inviting us to connect with the past and marvel at the achievements of those who came before us. The Temple of Kom Ombo is more than just a collection of ancient stones. It stands as a testament to the grandeur and complexity of ancient Egyptian civilization. Nestled on the banks of the Nile, this unique temple is dedicated to two gods, Sobek, the crocodile god, and Horus, the falcon-headed god. This dual dedication is rare and adds a layer of intrigue to the site. The hieroglyphics etched into the walls are not merely decorative, they are a window into the soul of ancient Egypt. These intricate carvings tell stories of gods and pharaohs, of battles and rituals, offering us a glimpse into a world long past. As you walk through the temple, history comes alive. The guide's voice echoes through the ancient halls, recounting tales of the temple's construction and its significance. You can almost hear the whispers of the past, inviting you to delve deeper into the mysteries that lie within these ancient walls. The carvings of gods and goddesses are not just artistic expressions, They are invitations to explore the beliefs, values, and aspirations of a civilization that flourished thousands of years ago. Each figure, each symbol, holds a story waiting to be uncovered. The panoramic views of the temple complex reveal the grandeur of its architecture. The ancient artifacts within the temple are relics of a bygone era, each one a piece of the puzzle that makes up the rich tapestry of ancient Egyptian history. A visit to Kom Ombo is a journey through time. As the sun rises and sets, casting its golden hues on the temple walls, you are reminded of the passage of time and the enduring legacy of human achievement. The time-lapse of visitors exploring the temple shows the continuous fascination it holds for people from all walks of life. The architectural features of Kom Ombo are a marvel to behold. The duality of the temple's twin deities, Sobek and Horus, is a unique aspect that sets it apart from other temples. This duality symbolizes the balance of power and harmony, a concept that was central to ancient Egyptian belief. As night falls, the temple takes on a different persona. Under a starry sky, illuminated by soft lights, Kom Ombo exudes a mystical aura. It is a reminder of the enduring power of human ingenuity and the timeless allure of ancient mysteries. The temple stands as a beacon of history, inviting us to explore, learn, and be inspired by the wonders of the past. Ancient Egypt, a land of towering pyramids, enigmatic pharaohs, and a rich tapestry of gods and goddesses. This ancient civilization, with its grand monuments and intricate mythology, has fascinated historians and enthusiasts alike for centuries. It is here, on the fertile banks of the Nile, that our story begins. The river, a lifeline for the people, provided the sustenance needed for agriculture and the flourishing of civilization. Legend tells of a time when the god Seth, consumed by jealousy, murdered his brother Osiris. This act of betrayal set off a chain of events that would forever change the course of Egyptian mythology. Osiris's son Horus sought to avenge his father and reclaim his rightful place as ruler. Horus, the falcon-headed god, was determined to restore balance and justice to the land. In a fierce battle with Seth, Horus lost an eye. This battle was not just a physical confrontation, but a cosmic struggle between order and chaos. From this lost eye, a single tear fell to the earth. This tear, filled with divine power and sorrow, held the essence of Horus's sacrifice and determination. This tear, imbued with the divine essence of Horus, sprouted into the first grapevine. The vine, nurtured by the gods, grew strong and bore fruit that would become a sacred elixir. Thus, wine was born, a gift from the gods to mortals. This divine beverage was believed to carry the blessings and power of the gods themselves. This captivating myth highlights the profound significance of wine in ancient Egyptian culture. It was revered not just for its taste, but for its spiritual and symbolic meanings. It was more than just a beverage. It was a symbol of life, death, and resurrection. Wine played a crucial role in rituals and ceremonies, symbolizing the eternal cycle of life and the afterlife. Wine was intricately woven into the fabric of Egyptian society, playing a pivotal role in their religious ceremonies, economic activities, and daily lives. From the grand feasts of the pharaohs to the humble gatherings of common folk, wine was a cherished part of their existence, a tribute to the enduring legacy of this ancient civilization. The cultivation of vineyards and the production of wine were sophisticated processes reflecting the ingenuity and dedication of the ancient Egyptians. They developed advanced techniques for growing grapes and fermenting wine, ensuring a steady supply of this precious liquid. Wine also played a significant role in the economy of ancient Egypt. It was traded extensively, both within the kingdom and with neighboring regions. This trade not only brought wealth but also facilitated cultural exchanges, spreading the influence of Egyptian wine far and wide. In religious rituals, wine was offered to the gods as a symbol of devotion and reverence. It was believed that the gods themselves partook in these offerings, further sanctifying the bond between the divine and the mortal realms. Festivals and celebrations often featured wine prominently, as it was a symbol of joy and abundance. These gatherings were occasions for the community to come together, share in the bounty of the land, and honour the gods who blessed them with this divine gift. The legacy of wine in ancient Egypt is preserved in their art and artifacts. From intricate depictions on tomb walls to the discovery of ancient wine jars, these remnants offer a glimpse into the cultural and spiritual significance of wine in this remarkable civilization. Today, the echoes of this ancient tradition can still be felt. The vineyards of modern-day Egypt stand as a tribute to the enduring legacy of their ancestors, who first cultivated the divine grapevine and crafted the sacred elixir that would become a symbol of life, death, and rebirth. Archaeological evidence suggests that winemaking in Egypt dates back to 3150 BCE. This ancient practice has been uncovered through the discovery of pottery shards and remnants of wine jars, providing a glimpse into the sophisticated techniques used by the Egyptians. This places it among the earliest known centres of viticulture in the world. The fertile lands along the Nile provided ideal conditions for grape cultivation, making Egypt a prominent player in the early history of winemaking. The ancient Egyptians were skilled vintners, cultivating vineyards along the Nile Delta and producing a variety of wines. These vineyards were meticulously maintained, with workers tending to the vines and ensuring a bountiful harvest each season. The importance of wine is evident in numerous historical texts and tomb paintings. These artworks and writings not only highlight the cultural significance of wine, but also provide detailed accounts of its production and consumption. Wine is frequently mentioned in hieroglyphic inscriptions, often alongside offerings to the gods. These inscriptions reveal that wine was considered a sacred beverage used in religious ceremonies and rituals to honor the deities. Elaborate scenes depict the entire winemaking process, from harvesting grapes to pressing and fermentation. These depictions show the labor-intensive methods employed by the Egyptians, highlighting their dedication to producing high-quality wine. Wine was enjoyed by people from all walks of life, from the pharaoh to the peasant. It was a symbol of social status and celebration, often consumed during feasts and special occasions. It was a staple of the Egyptian diet, consumed daily with meals. Wine accompanied a variety of dishes, enhancing the flavors and making everyday dining a more enjoyable experience. Wine was also an important trade commodity, exported to neighboring lands. The trade of wine helped to establish and strengthen Egypt's connections with other cultures and civilizations, and contributing to Egypt's economic prosperity. The wine trade played a crucial role in the economic development of ancient Egypt, providing wealth and resources that supported the growth of the civilization. The Egyptians also developed advanced methods for storing and preserving wine. Large wine cellars and storage jars were used to keep the wine fresh, ensuring that it could be enjoyed throughout the year. Wine was central to many festivals and celebrations, often used in religious ceremonies to honor the gods. These events were marked by elaborate feasts and communal gatherings where wine flowed freely. The vessels used to store and serve wine were often beautifully decorated, reflecting the importance of wine in Egyptian society. These ornate containers were crafted with great care and skill, showcasing the artistry of the ancient Egyptians. Some wine jars even featured labels and inscriptions indicating the type of wine and its origin. These markings provide valuable insights into the varieties of wine produced and the regions where they were made. The Egyptians were also connoisseurs of wine, with a keen appreciation for its quality and flavor. While wine flowed freely in ancient Egypt, another liquid held equal, if not greater importance: oil. Just as the Nile nourished their vineyards, it also provided the raw materials for a diverse range of oils, each with unique properties and applications. These oils were not mere cooking ingredients. They were the lifeblood of ancient Egyptian society. They illuminated their homes, adorned their bodies, and played a central role in their religious ceremonies. From the humblest peasant to the mighty pharaoh, life in ancient Egypt was intricately intertwined with the versatile gifts of oil. The production of oil was a meticulous process involving the careful selection and pressing of various plants and seeds. Oils were stored in beautifully crafted jars and amphoras, and they were traded extensively both within Egypt and with neighboring regions. In daily life, oils were used for cooking, medicinal purposes, and even in beauty rituals, highlighting their multifaceted importance. Temples and religious sites often received offerings of oil, symbolizing purity and devotion, as depicted in numerous hieroglyphs and artworks. During festivals and celebrations, oil lamps would light up the night, creating a warm and inviting atmosphere that brought communities together. Truly, the story of ancient Egypt cannot be told without acknowledging the profound impact of oil on every aspect of their civilization. The ancient Egyptians were masters of extracting oils from a variety of sources. They developed sophisticated techniques to ensure the highest quality of oil. While olives were not native to Egypt, they cultivated other oil-rich plants along the Nile Valley. The fertile soil and abundant water supply made it an ideal location for growing these plants. Flax, sesame, castor beans, and moringa seeds were all prized for their oil content. Each plant had its own unique properties and uses, making them valuable commodities in ancient Egyptian society. These oils had a multitude of uses, reflecting the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the ancient Egyptians. They were stored in specially designed containers to preserve their quality and potency. They served as fuel for lamps, providing light in homes and temples. The soft, steady glow of oil lamps was essential for daily life and religious ceremonies. They were incorporated into cosmetics, perfumes, and ointments, enhancing beauty and promoting hygiene. Oils were mixed with various herbs and flowers to create luxurious and fragrant products. Oils were also indispensable in religious rituals. They were believed to have purifying and protective properties, making them essential for sacred ceremonies. They were used to anoint sacred objects, consecrate temples, and embalm the dead. The process of embalming was intricate and required large quantities of oil to preserve the body for the afterlife. Each type of oil possessed unique properties that dictated its specific uses. These oils were not just commodities, they were integral to the daily lives and spiritual practices of the ancient Egyptians. Castor oil, extracted from castor beans, was highly valued for its medicinal properties. The ancient Egyptians recognized its potent healing abilities and incorporated it into their medical practices. It was used as a laxative, an anti-inflammatory agent, and even as a labor inducer. Castor oil's versatility made it a staple in ancient Egyptian medicine, often prescribed by healers for various ailments. Sesame oil, with its pleasant aroma and long shelf life, was a staple in Egyptian kitchens. It was not only valued for its culinary uses, but also for its nutritional benefits. It was used for cooking, baking, and as a flavor enhancer. The rich, nutty flavor of sesame oil added depth to many traditional dishes, making it a favorite among ancient chefs. Sesame oil was also a key ingredient in perfumes and cosmetics. Its ability to blend well with other ingredients made it ideal for creating luxurious beauty products. Moringa oil, extracted from the seeds of the moringa tree, was prized for its moisturizing and healing properties. The ancient Egyptians used it extensively in their skincare routines. It was used to treat skin conditions, heal wounds, and protect the skin from the harsh desert sun. Moringa oil's protective qualities were essential for maintaining healthy skin in the arid climate. Moringa oil was also used in religious ceremonies, symbolizing purity and renewal. Its sacred status underscored the deep connection between the Egyptians and their natural environment, highlighting the spiritual significance of these ancient oils. The trade of these oils was a significant aspect of the ancient Egyptian economy. Markets were bustling with merchants, trading these precious oils, which were highly sought after both locally and in foreign lands. Oils were transported along the Nile and beyond, reaching distant lands through extensive trade networks. Wine and oil, two seemingly simple liquids, played a profound role in shaping ancient Egyptian culture and society. These liquids were not just for consumption, they were deeply woven into the fabric of daily life and spiritual practices. They were not merely consumables, but integral elements of their religious beliefs, economic activities, and daily lives. The use of wine and oil extended beyond the mundane, reaching into the sacred and the ceremonial. From the tears of Horus to the fertile banks of the Nile, wine and oil flowed through the veins of ancient Egypt, leaving an indelible mark on their history. Today, as we explore the ruins and artifacts of ancient Egypt, we gain a deeper understanding of how wine and oil were more than just commodities. They were symbols of life, sustenance, and divine connection, bridging the past with the present. The story of wine and oil in ancient Egypt is a testament to the civilization's enduring legacy. As the sun sets over the Nile, we are reminded of the timeless nature of these elements and their everlasting impact on history.